I'd like to welcome Björn Sigurdson, who's leading the climate work in Uppsala.
Thank you.
Over to you, Björn.
Yes. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for this interesting day. Where is... Right. I work at the executive office of Uppsala. As a senior advisor on climate crisis, but maybe I changed that to put some pressure on, it's not climate change strategist I am, I have to have a strategy for a crisis, or rather, maybe I should change my title to climate mission strategist. It's a new profession. We are Uppsala, just north of Arlanda. We are the fourth largest city and municipality in Sweden. We are some 225,000 inhabitants. 3/4 lives in the city, but 1/4 outside of the city in the rural areas and smaller communities. That makes us the largest countryside municipality in Sweden. This is our climate target is to become climate neutral or 2030 and climate positive 2050. And we were awarded World Champion in Climate Work by WWF last year. And basically, I think, as we understand it, was because of three things. One, that we have targets that are in line with science and with the Paris Agreement, already established 2015 during the Paris meeting. Secondly, we have a local Paris Agreement, a local cooperation, Uppsala Climate Protocol, with cross-sector, all stakeholders, business, academia, civil society, public authorities, and so on. And thirdly, of course, also that we have done things, we are doing things, and we plan to do more things in the future, because of course we are not satisfied and we are not ready yet. Nobody is ready. So we need to do more, and we can do more. Everybody can do more. The targets that the City Council adopted in 2050, renewable and fossil fuel free 2030 and climate positive 2050, is, I think, the political level, and the City Council has the obligation to put forward the necessary climate targets for the society. So this means that it's not this city administration that will fulfill all this, but it's actually an invitation to everybody to chip in and give a helping hand and do their part. But it's pointing out what we as a society need to do. And we climate positive is of course negative emissions, but we think it's much more fun to say climate positive, and it's a vision in itself, and it's mobilizing in itself. So it's not only negative emissions, but it's also an attitude how to go around and do things. You need to have a lot of fun in this business to survive, actually, as a person. Uppsala Climate Protocol, we are celebrating 10 years this spring, and it's direct inspiration from the international COP meetings. We just heard Laurent Fabius this morning saying that the COP meeting is extremely important to move the climate issue forward. And we are today some 40 members from all sectors, and we are some 38,000 employees out of the 100,000 people that work any given day in Uppsala. So it's like almost soon 40% of all employees, and energy use, etc., etc. We work with roundtables, we work with thematic focus groups, we have a process leading, we have organized ourselves to enhance and foster cooperation across organizations. And this is political leadership to because it's the municipality that has initiated it and is host. So it's political leadership to reach out and organize the society for the common goals. I will give one example of what we do on the ground, and this is a logistics center for construction materials inspired by Hammarby Sjöstad and Stockholm in the 90s. And we actually more or less forced the builders and construction companies to deliver all minor deliveries here, and then we have procured a transportation service which goes on a schedule and delivers to all the construction sites at the same time. This has cut emissions and transportations and noise by 75%. But that's not only the important thing. The important thing is that it's an example of what the municipality need to do, can do and must do, is to change the rules of the game, to introduce new systems, to change the system to a more effective system. Right, we have an immense task in front of us. We have a deal with the state, and we're gonna actually build half another city in 25 years. And of course, it needs to be zero emissions from day one. We don't know how to do that, but we think that we need a lot of help and inspiration and everybody here on the ground. We think there's a lot of good opportunities here with the new public transportation systems, higher capacity in that we are planning for. So if we have a mission, this is a mission in itself, and maybe we can put that together and focus our mission on this part of Uppsala. Finally, we do a climate action roadmap together with co-created with Uppsala Climate Protocol, all the members there. So the roadmap will be Uppsala Climate Protocol's roadmap. They will be the guardians of the roadmap. And we work with innovation teams, actions and strategies for systemic change, for paradigm shifts, how to do that, to become fossil fuel free and climate positive. And we have a lot of friends, and we need also more friends to accomplish this. But we do this over a 2-year time, and we are happy to be part of Viable Cities and the other 8 municipalities and cities working together. And we think that the new drive from the EU Commission on mission-driven innovation and innovation is really something good. We think that it's not only for innovation and research, but actually it's mobilizing in itself, because we need to mobilize and have a mission for in all aspects of driving a city. Thank you very much.